Page 54, A Little Slavonic Rhapsody. This is a neat little piece. I like this piece. This is an example of contrast. We like contrast in music. We like contrast, drill it in. We like contrast in music. Today's rock and roll could take a big lesson from that because the songs are usually just the same throughout. Don't get me started. Here, the contrast is mainly tempo. Contrast can be anything. It could be dynamics, tempo, articulation, mood, key signature, whatever. It's different. That's what we're after. Here it's tempo. The beginning, it's andante, which is kind of a leisurely pace. It's no big deal. It's just nice and relaxed. But you get down to the third line, suddenly it's allegro con brio. It's fast with brilliance. It just takes off. And that goes on into the last two lines on page 53. Then at that point it's slow again. It's not abrupt. Over on page 54, when it changes, it's abrupt. It's just all of a sudden you're fast. Because if you look at on page 54, second line, just the last couple of measures, and then it just takes off. Just all of a sudden it takes off. Well, on page 55, there's on the third line down, you see a dim E molto rit, means get softer, diminuendo, get softer. And molto is a whole bunch, and rit is short for retardando, which means to slow down. So you get softer and slow way down. So here, and then come in. So it's not abrupt. It's still change, but it's not abrupt. It's just that. Cool. So I want to point out a few things, not that I haven't already. In the right hand at the beginning, look at this fingering. It's 3-2, and then the little grace note is with fourth finger, and you just lift up. You don't have to connect them. The pedal's going to mess it up, but this is the idea. And I play that grace note on the beat with the left hand, and then lift up before you play the C sharp because it's new. Then in the third measure, it starts out the same. But now you want the thumb on the D because you're going up. And we've had this. You lift up on the staccato. Up. In the second line. Third measure, watch this. I recommend a 2-5 for the A flat F. If your hand's big enough, otherwise you got to use the thumb. And then 1-5, and then 1-4. The melody's the top note. I'm trying to connect it as best I can. Then third line down. This is where it takes off, but let's go slow. The top note is a dotted half note. You got to hold it down for the whole measure. So it's here. So there's two voices going on here, and the melody is the bottom voice. That's what we want to hear. Watch the fingering. The third measure is 3-4. So make sure you hold all those dotted half notes down. It's important. Going on page 55. Third measure, page 55, first line, watch the fingering. So now it's a fourth on that other G. Here is a 4. For the last measure, 2-5 on the FD. This is the chord position. We're not using the A, just here, but that's the fingering we'd use. Second line on page 55, the same thing, just up an octave. Then go down. Now here, you have the dotted half note A. This first time in this passage, we have to hold a note down like that. And then it goes back to the beginning, or the same stuff you had at the beginning. And that's about it. The last couple measures, we've had these. Last chord is an F D. Yeah. Left hand is just accompanying, helping. Second measure, watch the fingering. You gotta hold the half note down. Last measure, first line. The last note's a G. Second line, second measure on page 54. Look at the fingering of the chord. It's 5-4-2. Because we need to hold the G and the B flat down as we play the E, and then go on. I don't like the fingering in the third measure, the second line there. They say 3-2, but if you do that, you're out of place. It's legato. It's supposed to be connected. So I'm suggesting you go with a 2-1, and then you can do the next measure with 5-2. Like so. Then going on, you're just the chords. No big deal, I hope. That should actually take you pretty much through the rest of it. The rest of it is similar to what we've already had. Put the hands together. Now, slowly, because you have to work it out. It's got 1. Get the articulation and the timing just right. No pedal on this part, because the pedal will cover stuff up you don't want covered up. We want this articulation just like it's written. Here, second line. Last measure, the second line, that's staccato on both hands. So it's going on. Make sure you bring out the melody here. Now, Allegro con brio, that's your Allegro con brio, not my Allegro con brio or somebody else's. Whatever level you're at, whatever your fast is, that's, if your fast is that, then that's fine. That's your fast, that's close enough. You don't have to play it lickety split. Not necessary. Just your speed. Top of page 55. You see there at the last measure of the first line? Staccato, accented, and it's loud. It's forte. It's kind of redundant there. It's really, it's accented and it's loud. Well, on piano, that's what it is. On other instruments, that could mean something, but on piano, it's already, you don't need accent and loud. It's both. But they put it in. That's fine. That's good enough. That's pretty much it. Everything else is pretty much the same as what we've had. Now, as far as dynamics goes, it starts out sort of soft, and that's the melody. That's everything else has to be softer than that. And keep in mind, it's kind of a nice leisurely pace. Then you get down second line. You see the little crescendo arrow, you can get a little louder. And then the last two measures of the second line, now you're going to come back down. And I would come down to soft, because you're ending this section. You see the double bars there? It's a section. You're ending it, and you can end it softly. And then we're going to go on. They don't tell you how loud to be, so I'm guessing you're still going to be soft or medium soft. until you get over to the last measure, the first line on page 55, and now suddenly you're loud. And now they don't tell you anything else, so I'm assuming you're still loud because they didn't change it. Now you're going to start slowing down and getting soft again. Down to medium soft there in the fourth line. And then in the last line you have that little crescendo there. And you're going to stay there. And I would play that last one about a medium loud or so. It's not really loud. The loud part is at the top of page 55 along in there. Then on top of all that we got to add the pedal. And frankly I kind of like this piece without pedal because we can get up the articulation and hear everything. But they put it in, so let's talk about it. At the beginning you're going to push the notes down and then the pedal. Now the way they've written it, the pedal, they're indicating lift it up after the half note. That would mess it up. We want to hear the phrasing in the right hand. Here. There's a little break between the D and the C we want to hear. The pedal has to come up. So lift the pedal up with the right hand, D. When the hand comes up there, lift the pedal up with it. Now in the second measure, unfortunately, they say staccato, but the pedal covers that up. So, and if we pedal it this way, there's nothing I can do about it. But that's what they've got. And the only alternative to that is to don't pedal the second measure. And you don't need pedal there. Unless they're just trying to connect the left hand. There, I'm not sure what's going on here on that, because the hands are doing different things and the pedal can't accommodate both. So if you pedal it their way, finger the staccato, come up like you're supposed to, do the technique for it, you're just not going to hear a staccato because the pedal covers it up. Then lift the pedal up after you play the second beat. And then again. Again, you're going to get this every time. The pedal's going to cover up that staccato. Now here they're telling you to pedal the whole measure. That last measure of the first line. Okay, if you do. But make sure you lift the pedal up before you go to the next measure so we get a little silence. It's pedaled the same way. Then the fast part is not pedal because the pedal will blur it. If I try and pedal any of this, it's just bleh. So let it bounce along. They didn't give you any articulation here, so if you want to put in some staccatos, after you learn it, and you start interpreting it, if you feel like this block, separate those B flats. You don't have to make them short, just separate them. Then at the bottom of page 55, the last two lines, the pedal is the same as what we've been talking about. And the last chord at the very end, pedal comes down right after you play the notes, and it will come up with the hands at the end of beat 3. This is in 3/4 time. I forgot to mention that. By the way, it's in 3/4 time. So in the key of D minor, one flat. I forgot to mention that too, but okay. It's old age, that's what it is. Now at the end, I think there may be an error in the music. I'm going to point it out. I'm going to pretend there is. Look at the last two measures here. This is on page 55 at the bottom. It's the first note and the last measure there. The left hand is showing a staccato, the right hand is not. I think that's an error. I think both hands should be staccato. And then you can do that. Either both hands should be staccato or both hands should not be staccato. They need to be the same is what I'm getting at. We had them staccato up above, so I recommend staccato here. So you may need to take a pencil and draw in a little staccato dot underneath the F, the first note in the last measure. Now that's about all I have to say about this piece. I'm going to play it slowly. If you'd like, play it along with me. But I'm going to play the whole thing at one speed. I'm not trying to perform it. I'm not going to do the dynamics. You can do the dynamics. The idea is learn the piece first. Get all the mechanical junk out of the way. So then you don't have to be thinking about fingering and pedaling and all that stuff. It's sort of automatic. Then you start listening to the music and the melody and think about the dancing and let it get into your bones and whatnot and turn it into music, turn it into an emotional experience. I'm going to be saying that a lot. So I'm going to give us 3 counts, and if you want to play along, go ahead. So the right hand's here to start, not very long, and here, foot's on the pedal. 1 and ready and go and